Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Bontrager RSL Aero Road handlebars. Aerodynamic handlebars are an easy way to improve your bike's performance, ergonomics, and appearance. There are a lot of aero bars to choose from on the market, including integrated one-piece designs that mold the stem into the handlebar itself, or more conventional two-piece designs with a stem and a drop bar. For this review, we're going to be looking at the Bontrager RSL Aero Road drop bars, which are part of the Race Shop Limited RSL lineup from Bontrager. You can see packaging wise, really simple. You just have this little cardboard piece, little plastic protector. That's about it. There's also these nice little plastic tubes to help with the cable routing for the first time, so you don't have to struggle to get it to come out of the holes. As far as the specs, retail price on this is $384.99. So competitive, but still expensive. These use the OCLV carbon fiber from Bontrager. It's really high quality and lightweight. They're also a UCI legal aero profile, so you can see it has almost a NACA-like profile, so elongated to give you aerodynamic performance, but not too aggressive that they would become illegal in UCI races. They have a 6-degree flare, so you can see they actually flare outward to give you a little bit more stability when you're on the drop. And they're designed for electronic shifters only, as they have a very aggressive curvature for the internal cable routing. They also have what Trek calls a race fit, so designed to be really comfortable for long races while still giving you a performance that you expect with the aero bars. As far as what comes with them, pretty much get the bars, and again, there's little temporary routing pieces to help you route your cables through. Now let's take a look at the weight of the handlebars. We have the widest variation, which is 410 by 440. So they're going to be the heaviest version you get. Putting this on the scale carefully, you can see it comes out to 251, and that's including these little plastic routing pieces, which probably add a couple grams. So a little bit more than the 239 claimed weight. Visually, the RSL Aero Road handlebars have a sleek matte finish with internal cable routing and an aerodynamic center section. Trek offers these bars in 4 different variations. You have a 350 by 380 millimeter, 370 by 400, 390 by 420, and then the widest version, which is 410 by 440 millimeters here. So it's a 44 centimeter wide, measured at the bar to bar end, and then for the control width, you can see it's a little bit more narrow. You have that 6-degree flare, so you can see almost like a gravel bar, these kind of flare outward, and that gives you a little more stability when you're on the drops. This nice aerodynamic center section, you can see there's actually a little bit of a bulge here where your grip tape would stop. So you leave this center part exposed, and then it has a nice little section here where it really blends together. The cool thing about the RSL lineup is you get the nice branding, so it's a metallic finish, almost like the Durace finish. That really looks cool, so it's a Race Shop Limited. Markings here to indicate where the center section is and help you align it vertically. Then on the back section, you can see Race Shop Limited. And on the bottom, it even tells you which bar you have. So if you were to forget what you had, you can easily identify it. These bars also have a 124 millimeter drop. So the drop from the top to the bottom. So it's almost a shallow finish, or a shallow drop style bar. So not super aggressive, but it still has a nice drop to it. And it has an 80 millimeter reach. So that's the reach from the clamping section to where your controls would be. You can see nice markings here, and again, all internal cable routing. This is only designed for electronic shifting because it is pretty aggressive, so it'd be very hard to get mechanical cables to come out the bottom. So it's a pretty cool design, but you can see the clamp region is very narrow, so you're not going to be able to put an out front mount. You really need to use something like the Bontrager Blender, which uses an out front mount directly off the stem face, as you're definitely not going to be able to fit something here in the narrow region. And one of the reasons I chose this bar is because it doesn't have a super aggressive profile, so you can see it's aerodynamic. So it has that elongated profile that gives you the aerodynamic benefit. But from the top, you can see still really easy to hold. It's not really wide where it would be uncomfortable. So it feels ergonomic. You can get your fingers around there. And even without bar tape, it feels nice and comfortable. Now let's take a look at the bars installed on our Trek Madone. We actually installed these as an upgrade from the stock SL5 drop bars. And it's definitely a big upgrade with the Aero handlebar profile. You can see it looks a lot sleeker. You have the exposed center section with the RSL logo, and then the dedicated bar tape regions, which give it a nice sleek look. And it also feels a lot better, it looks more aggressive than the standard handlebars. So definitely a nice upgrade, whether you have a Trek or another bike. We're really impressed with the overall ergonomics of it. With a lot of these aero bars, they can be too aggressive, so they're uncomfortable when you're riding on the flats or the hoods. With this one, it's just right. It's more narrow at the top, and then with the 6-degree flare on the side, you get a nice stable position when you're doing a lot of descending. So it's the best of both worlds. It's a very narrow round region in the center, so you can see you have to use the blender setup if you want to get a computer on the front, but otherwise you get the nice aero profile, and you can see the cable round's nice and clean. The shop actually installed it for us with the Di2 setup, but you can see they're nicely tucked underneath. And then again with the bar tape regions, it's a nice sharp line that's always symmetric. So it looks really good overall. I'm really impressed with it. It was a big upgrade from other aero bars we've used and gives you the right balance of performance without being overly aggressive. So definitely a nice upgrade. Price-wise, it's not that bad. It's still very expensive, but compared to the integrated bar setups, this one still gives you the adjustability of changing the stem without being locked in. So if you ever need to adjust your fit, you can still do that with this setup. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the Trek RSL Aero Road bars. What we like about them is they have very lightweight construction with the OCLV carbon fiber. You also have a nice tapered aero profile. It's comfortable in any position, so the drops, the hoods, or even just gripping the aero middle section. It all feels really nice and ergonomic, and it's the right balance between being aero without being too aggressive. You also have clean cable routing, comes up right underneath, and then a nice well-defined region for the bar tape, so it looks really clean and sharp. As far as negatives, it's just kind of expensive, so obviously more premium full carbon aero drop bar pricing, but otherwise a really nice package. Taking everything into account, we give the RSL Road bars a 9.7 out of 10. Really sleek and comfortable, a nice way to upgrade your bike. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.